Hello, everyone. So, are you looking to send out a mass email to your students? I'm thinking about I've got four sections of science, and when I want to send something out, I want to send it out to all of my students, but I don't want to have to retype in their emails every time. Now, there's a few ways that you could go about sending these out. You might be like, I can do a Google group, I know how to do that. Totally okay, definitely can do that. I've kind of started to not use those very often because something I noticed on my phone, I don't know, I have an iPhone, so I don't know if that matters, but because I have my email on my cell phone, that if I make a Google group, I end up with all of those contacts in my contact list. So, say a parent's email is right next to my mom and dad's phone number for home, and I don't really want that on my phone. So here are some hacks I kind of came up with that makes it just as quick and easy to do. And you can send out a mass email then. So first and foremost, you're going to need to set up a new message. When you're going through, you'll probably want to have a list of your roster and then just add them kind of as normal. Now, I started to make a screencast of this earlier, and I was like, oh, I'll just put in my name. But then I still got like students' names popping up, and I really don't want to have any student names on here. So, just for the sake of argument, I'm just going to use MS, the professional, because look at all of those are not actual student names. We'll go professionals on here too. And actually, you know what? The best place to put them a lot of times is in the BCC. If you're sending it out to a group like the middle school, paraprofessional, and professional groups, then it doesn't have a whole globber gook of everyone's emails. If you're sending out a mass email to all of your students, you want to put it in the BCC here. So there's MS paraprofessionals, MS professionals. So then keep going. You're probably going to have a lot more. Like I think I had 75 people in my BCC one for my science classes because that's how many science students I have in a day. Once you send out the first email, you're going to go back and refer to that a few times. Okay, so that's why I have another email kind of hiding in back here. So send out your email, make it all great. You've got part one done. So part two comes with, so I'm going to just delete this message. And now I want to send an email out to all of my students. What I can then do, so I pulled up one that I had sent out. We were talking with the 8A team. When you go to that message and you open it up, if you notice here, like underneath Megan's name, it says to me, Jacob, Joanne, Robert, Jenny, Amanda. And then there's that little arrow. You want to click that little arrow and I can copy all of those names there. And it highlights all of the, well, I guess because it was to me specifically. So anyone in that BCC, just highlight them and copy them. When you come over to your new message, you can go BCC, paste them in, and there they are. So that is the most simplistic way, is just to go back to the first email where you entered them all at once and just copy and paste them over. Super slick. That is probably the easiest way I've found. The only thing is you always have to go back and find that message. So if you're like, I think I can handle something a little bit more, you want to go like a little bit techie, here is my like second in command hack is I need to go to the Google Chrome store and I need to type in some extensions. And underneath extensions, I'm looking for one. So you're going to get this icon called Text Blaze. Went one too far for me. You want it to look like this. If you just need to type in the Chrome Web Store and then click on extensions, you might need to do that. But you're looking for one called Text Blaze. I use this often, like a lot. When it pops up, if you had watched the Screencastify one that I sent out earlier, I talked about this, that you want to make sure you're getting one that is good. So this one has much fewer. The other one had like, Screencastify had like 10,000 people who had rated it. This one has about 200. Always be careful when you are downloading an extension. Where I got this from was I was actually at a conference that was all Google. It was a Google summit, and it came from someone who like worked at Google. So that's how I got to started using it and knew it was like a good verified one. So this is what you're looking for, and then where it says rated on mine, you're going to click the add to Chrome. So if you need to do that right now, pause the video and get that done. So now coming back to me, you're going to see this show up here, up at the top, so where your URL bar is. If it's not showing, so mine's kind of next to my little picture. If you see between that little blue half circle, half white, and then the star, and I can move this back and forth, that's where I get those to pop out. If it's not showing next to your face, there's those 3 dots, and that's where they sometimes will hide as well. But you want to open up TextBlaze. And I'm going to want to go to my dashboard because we're going to make, it's called a snippet on here. What you need to do is click on create a new snippet. It's up here over in the left-hand corner. When you click on it, you can say which folder you want it to be in. You might just have one folder. I have a few because I've used them for a few different things. You can see like I'm the yearbook advisor. So rather than typing in all the yearbook parents and students' names, I have it right there. I was needing to send some stuff out to my homeroom, so there's one for my homeroom. I need to send out, like if I wanted to send out the same email, but I need to personalize it, so I don't want to retype the same thing though. I use this. I started one because I wanted to send out mass emails like I'm telling you guys about. So the class 2020 part 1, part 2, you can only have so many characters. It's like 2,500 characters. So you might need to split your classes into 2. Or if you wanted to make one group per class, you could. And then you're going to need to come up with a snippet. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But create yourself a snippet with this up here. I'm going to just put it under my snippets and click create snippet. So then name it. So this one I'm going to name practice. Or I could even go, if I really wanted, I could name it Team 8A or Team 8 grade. It's our 8th grade team. And then you need to come up with a shortcut. Your shortcut is going to be something that you normally wouldn't type, so it'd be a weird thing to type anyways, so it's not going to like just insert something randomly on you. If you look on the side here, some of mine, like I have /YRBKC, so that's my yearbook contacts, Neurotic Homeroom, MHR19, yearbooks point message, you get the gist. For the class one, just for funsies, I made it say hi all 1, hi all 2, and then hi all H, hi all history. So you can make this whatever you want. If you want to make it another hi all, if you're like, oh, I'm going to use hi all for all of them though, you can see how it tells me like, nope, you can't use that. It's too similar. So if I'm going to say hi all and then put a T after it, it's now satisfied. This is where I need to get those emails. So once I've sent out that one giant BCC, and I'm going to go back to it like I showed you how you can copy and paste it. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to copy all of these here, and I'm going to bring them over here, and I'm going to replace this text because I don't want that, and I'm going to paste it. So now I have a little TextBlaze. So when I go to send something out to my students, or in this case, the team, so I said it was going to be hi all T. When I'm over here, I'll go into BCC and I'll go hi all T. Bam! All of them are there. Just a few clicks of a button. That is my favorite way to go for a mass message. You can do this however it works best for you, but those are my little shortcuts. So if it helps you, great. If you have something else you want to do, that's fine too. Have a great day, guys. Bye.